Good morning, boys and girls. I am so happy to be with you here this morning. Thank you for coming and sitting with me on the virtual storytime rug. It is Saturday, March the 6th, and I am ready to read a story to you. So let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to Storytime at our store. We're so glad you came to read and explore. Now open your eyes and turn up your ears because you never know who or what will appear. Today is a special day, and some of you may not know, but today is deemed Paper Bag Princess Day. And Paper Bag Princess Day happens every first Saturday of Women's History Month, which is March, the month of March. So it is today. And in honor of that, I am going to read to you The Paper Bag Princess. And this story is not a new story. It's an older story that was written quite a few years ago. Your moms and grandmas might remember this story. It was written by a man named Robert Munsch. He's the author, so he wrote all the words. And the art was done by Michael, I'm not going to read this right upside down. So Marchenko, I believe is how you say that. And their pictures are actually on the back of the book. This is a paperback version. Okay. And this comes to you from a nice press called Annick Press. And I am so excited that I get to read this. And they allowed me to read this to you today. And then I've got something special if you buy the book, but I'll talk to you about that later. The Paper Bag Princess. This is a dedication to Elizabeth. So this was written for someone named Elizabeth. Look, she's wearing a paper bag. Miss Dearsha could not get that together for today, so she's just wearing the crown. Elizabeth was a beautiful princess. She lived in a castle and had expensive princess clothes. She was going to marry a prince named Ronald. There's Ronald. He looks like an interesting guy, huh? Oh. Well, unfortunately, a dragon smashed her castle, burned all her clothes with his fiery breath, and carried off Prince Ronald. Well, gee, that went bad in just a little bit of time. So the dragon burned all her clothes. Well, Elizabeth decided to chase the and get Ronald back. She looked everywhere for something to wear, but the only thing she could find that was not burnt was a paper bag. So she put on the paper bag and followed the dragon. He was easy to follow because he left a trail of burnt forests and horses' bones. She looks a little angry there. Hey, her crown looks like mine. Finally, Elizabeth came to a cave with a large door that had a huge knocker on it. She took hold of the knocker and banged on the door. The dragon stuck his nose out of the door and said, "Wow, a princess! I love to eat princesses, but I have already eaten a whole castle today. I am a very busy dragon. Come back tomorrow." He slammed the door so fast that Elizabeth almost got her nose caught. Well, Elizabeth grabbed the knocker and banged on the door again. The dragon stuck his nose out the door and said, "Go away. I love to eat princesses, but I have already eaten a whole castle today. I am a very busy dragon. Come back tomorrow." "Wait," shouted Elizabeth. Is it true that you are the smartest and fiercest dragon in the whole world? Yes, said the dragon. Is it true, said Elizabeth, that you can burn up the forest with your fiery breath? Oh, yes, said the dragon. And he took a huge, deep breath and breathed out so much fire that he burnt up 50 forests. Fantastic, said Elizabeth. And the dragon took another huge breath and breathed out so much fire that he burnt up 100 forests. Magnificent, said Elizabeth. And the dragon took another huge breath, but this time nothing came out. The dragon didn't even have enough fire left to cook a meatball. Oh, he's all fizzled out. Elizabeth said, Dragon, is it true that you can fly around the world in just 10 seconds? Why, yes, said the dragon, and jumped up and flew all the way around the world in just 10 seconds. Only 10 seconds. That's pretty fast, isn't it? Well, he was very tired when he got back, but Elizabeth shouted, Fantastic! Do it again! So the dragon jumped up and flew around the whole world in just 20 seconds. He was a little tired, so it took him about 10 more seconds this time. What is Elizabeth up to? When he got back, he was too tired to talk, and he lay down and went straight to sleep. Elizabeth whispered very softly, Hey, dragon, the dragon didn't move at all. She lifted up the dragon's ear and put her head right inside. She shouted as loud as she could, Hey, dragon! The dragon was so tired, he didn't even move. Well, Elizabeth walked right over the dragon and opened the door to the cave. She tired him out. There was Prince Ronald. He looked at her and said, Elizabeth, you are a mess. You smell. Your hair is all tangled, and you are wearing a dirty old paper bag. Come back when you are dressed like a real princess. Oh, wow. He's something else. Ronald, said Elizabeth, your clothes are really pretty and your hair is very neat. You look like a real prince, but you are a bum. Oh, they didn't get married after all. The end. Wow, what a fun story. And Elizabeth was quite the princess, wasn't she? She took care of that dragon and saved a very ungrateful Ronald. But hopefully her happily ever after came with someone else who appreciated her for who she was. And she was pretty awesome, huh? Well, I enjoyed reading that story to you today, and I truly hope that you come back next week for another story with me. Until then, have a very blessed week, and I'll see you again. Bye-bye.